Hello guys, welcome to the new video where we will be talking about prompt engineering, what it is, why you should learn it, and why do I think it's one of the most important skills you can learn in 2026. So let's start with what is even prompt engineering. It is basically creating an instruction to AI to achieve some goal of some kind, to write me this, review me this post, make me like this email, and much more. You can be really creative with it. And I think it's a must-have skill in 2026 because, let's be honest, we are in the age of AI and this is just a must-have. So, general prompt structure that I used for basically everything, those simple tasks that aren't that complicated. So your task, what do you want to do? We are in the writing, so write me this email. Can't think of anything else. So write me this email. Context: this email is for my business, for customers when they buy a product. Just the more specific you are with the context, the better. The same goes with the task. References are basically the examples you give and the information, even more information you give, examples. Then evaluate and iterate, basically those are what you actually write, and these two are after. Evaluate, are you getting what you really wanted from the AI? If the email was bad, then evaluating would be this is not good, and you tell the AI, for example, it's not good. Or you iterate the prompt and how it should be. And then we have a more advanced prompt structure here, which is more for complex tasks, of course. This is a role, what role should the AI play? This is important because AI has such a general overview of everything, and this role helps it to specify what should it focus on what field. Task, this should be here, is basically the same as your task. Input is what you are going to give the AI. I will give you this raw script, I will give you this, I don't know, anything, and then output, what should the AI put out, this full article, for example. Constraints are about what should the AI not do. I don't want this, I want it, don't get there any fluff, just write me the email, and more require. And then it's reminders and requirements. Basically, I think that's the same thing, but not that good in English. But not that sure. But reminders are keep it simple, keep it clear, and more. It's constraints are basically what shouldn't be there, and reminders are be clear, those general things you would say that everyone should know. Of course, this should be clear and without fluff and fact check it or anything, but it's really good to have there. Examples are basically references, how should it look like and why, and just basically examples. Then, of course, you will learn nothing from me just talking to you and just telling you this information. So I have some exercises and tips you can use for both of those prompts. And it's the first one, I think it's even the most valuable, one of the most, is create a prompt database. That's basically you store all of your good prompts. And that's really helpful because when you have a task, you don't need to write again. You just go to the prompt database, you copy, and you're done. And then use it daily. That's one of the things I'm struggling with, because when you're trying to use AI in more of a, even I want to think and just push my creativity, you kind of just go away from it, but you really know it's important and it's really just essential skill to have. So try to just use it daily, you know, when you find some good prompt or something, you'll store it. Just give it at least some time, some like 5 minutes a day, for example. Then like save good prompts, that's with the prompt database. And after using meta prompt, we will talk about it, what it is. Ask why it made this prompt and study it. This is more like deep thinking. Then don't underestimate it, be creative. Those are just tips for like generally prompting. And with the prompt database, I've copied basically the one from Jeff Su, like template included. It is really professional. It is really good. You can then do whatever you want with it, and this is like even a good channel. So you know, go check him out. Then we are into the meta prompting. What it is? Meta prompting is basically creating a prompt for creating prompts. Yes, that's why it's meta. And I came through basically this concept from Dan's video, and he actually has prompt included there. It is really helpful technique because at the end of the day, AI can make better prompts than you. So using it, it's really helpful, and you can become a better prompter from AI writing prompts for you. And Dan's meta prompt, I tried it, and basically my meta prompt that I will show you here, it's basically the same, but for me better, so maybe yeah, like you can use it and you can even check his video. And Dan's prompt was great, but for me it was not as much specific as I would want to, but it worked good. But some things I think could be shortened and made more specific even. But like that's just me. Our meta prompt is basically we can go through but it's like more prompts just mixed into one big prompt. So his role, like you're a prompt generator specializes in creating real structure, variable and low hallucination prompts for many different use cases. Your role is to understand users, blah blah blah. And like as I said, there are like some changes. Like these are like inform meta prompting best practices, like decompose, task, engage, fact check. This is here, you know, context and instructions. That's basically the task. And I just add this because being specific in the prompt is the best, so you can use basically everything, like even like made me get this, or how should I decompose this task. That's why it's there. And here like output format, here you have context to the output format and instructions to the output format. So as I said, it's like more prompts just composed together. You can try it, you can just then evaluate it and iterate it as you want. So I will leave it in the descriptions or in the comments. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you find it valuable. If yes, then you know you can leave that like, comment and subscribe. You know the deal. So thank you for this, and I hope you had a great time.